Sup, everybody? Um, let's get started nice and quick. We've got a lot of arenas to be grinding right now. Um, oh, what the? I see a word from Star already. Um, word is interrobang. I got to sleep because test tomorrow morning, so read this, answer, then Google interrobang definition. Wow. Star gave me a word over Twitter. All right. Um, I will do that. But I need to get a tweet out first and foremost. Uh, hang on. Change that. Okay. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Let me think. What else can we say man thing related? Yeah, he is damn sheep. Wait, what? Huh? Alright. Did I get a new job like a... What? Like a passanti? Guess we're creating websites? What? Miguel, congrats on your new job. I'm not sure what the second part of that meant. Alright, ain't no thing but a man thing. Oh, Jimmy DeRock, I like that. Let's just go exactly with that. Ain't no thing but a man thing. Actually, screw it. Yeah, let's just go with that. I was gonna say something else before that, but it's fine. Yes, I am now live. Oh God. All right. Tweet. Thank you for the tweet suggestion. All right, I need to get in the arena. We'll get to Star's word in a little bit here. Whoops, that is not the arena. This is the arena. What's up? Welcome, everybody. I'm a little bit behind. Quite a decent bit behind, actually. So, my 6 stars, they are not available just yet. They will be pretty soon. I'm gonna have to do something that I regret. Yes, whereas rank up video. So it took forever to render. It's actually rendered. It's uploaded to YouTube, but I didn't push it live yet because it was gonna be like basically right at the same time I was starting the stream that it was done uploading. So I will push it live maybe about 5 or 10 minutes after the stream. I still gotta just make a thumbnail real quick, but yeah, it'll be live after that. Robert Stromberg sending over 3 of them Canadian bucks saying, "Yo, love your channel. Read last, please." Sure, Robert. Thank you very much for the 2, or the toonie and the loony. Thank you very much. Snap. Thank you, dude. Alright, your last one is... Hey, BG, need some help. After I take Starkey to 565, do I take Sentinel to rank 5 with rank up gems, or bring up Spider-Gwen, or cap Infinity with 3 to 4 gem, or Blade with Catalyst? A lot of good options there. Hang on, I'll get back to your question in just a sec. I really need to get my champs in the arena, and I hate to say it, but I actually got to run more of my champions. I said I would never run 330s again. Well, you guys can call me a liar now because I'm running 330s. But I'm that far behind right now, so I got to do it. Okay, hold on. After I take Starkey to 565, do I take Sentinel to rank 5 with rank up gems, or bring up Spider-Gwen or Cap Infinity with a 3 to 4 gem, or Blade with Catalyst? I would not recommend Spider-Gwen. She's pretty cool and everything, but the other champions that you mentioned are stronger. And if you have a rank up gem between Spider-Gwen and Cap Infinity, I would go with Cap Infinity. But as far as the rest of your question, Sentinel, Cap Infinity, or Blade, it's kind of tough to answer, man. I don't know where you're currently at. If you do decide to go with Sentinel, wait, I'm a bit confused here. Sentinel to rank 5 with rank up gems. Does that mean you have 2 rank up gems for tech? Because if you're taking up Stark Spidey to rank 5, and then you still have a rank up gem to take Sentinel to rank 5, is that what the deal is? Do you have 2? I would say if you... I love Sentinel, and if you're already set on taking up Stark Spidey, I'd probably recommend just taking Blade up with him. The two just pair up so well together. It's kind of hard to argue against the duo. I will say this, though. If you think that you can handle Variant 3, Stark Spidey and Sentinel together can get you through basically every fight in there. It might be like 1 or 2 fights they can't do, I don't know, but they can certainly handle pretty much everything in there. And yeah, if that's what your goal is. Alright, wait, sorry, to rank 4 from rank 2. Ah, okay. Okay, so rank 4. Well, no, I mean, I'd recommend getting Blade up, is what I'd recommend then. If we're talking about rank 4, like eventually, I do think it's a good idea to take up that Sentinel. He'll cover your immunities and everything, even though you already are going to have a tech champ at rank 5. I'd recommend going with Blade just because you're going to want to pair the two together all the time, and yeah, it's just going to save you resources in the long run. So that's what I recommend. I don't think any of those champions are necessarily bad rank ups. Although, like I said, Spider-Gwen, not that she's a bad one, but I would not go with her. Maybe you'll get a 2015 rank up gem that you can give to her or something like that. But she just doesn't seem to be as useful as some of the other champions on the list. She's useful in the right situation and everything, but overall, you'll probably get more benefits out of the other champs. So yeah, I'd recommend Blade. Thank you again for the 3, dude. Brian, you're grinding for Guillotine 2099 with me, right? Probably not. No, actually, 100% not. She seems really cool. She seems really cool. I got to, you know, I was there with Heisenberg at Comic-Con, and he's got her from winning one of the days and everything, and yeah, I got to see a little bit of what she's about. But no, there's just too much, man. I'm already grinding for Man-Thing. This is essentially a double grind because I missed the first round. I have my fingers crossed that Morningstar is going to be up next in the arena, and if Morningstar is up next, then I'm 100% grinding for her. And then I need to just pick up milestones. I need units more than anything. Guillotine, she's cool and everything, but I could wait to get her. I don't need her right away. I can hope to get her some point in the future. It would be sick to have like Morningstar and Guillotine together if they did bring out, you know, Morningstar. It would be sick to have them paired up together and all, but no, I can't do it, dude. There's only so much time you can spend in the arena before you start to lose your mind, and I'm still in recovery mode here, both physically and for the channel. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of, let's get some cutoffs going. All right, cutoffs. So I think I'm just gonna leave 45 for Man Thing. He went for about 47 last time. Keep that in mind if you're grinding. I could potentially see it going down though. I don't know. I don't know how many people care about this guy. I'm sure there was a wave of people that just wanted him because they want all the champs, but honestly I imagine it might go down a bit. The 4-star went for about 9 million last time, I believe. Either way, we're gonna put 9 for it. What did Star-Lord end up going for? Does your thing need a Man Thing? Everybody needs a Man Thing. For Alliance War. I don't know. Just trying to save it. Try to make it PG. 1.68 for Star-Lord. Okay. Thank you very much. Change that to 1.7. Oh crap, I just realized I messed up there. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Okay. Good thing you didn't sleep through your alarm. God, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I just got those rounds in, man. Wish I got those rounds in. It sucks doing this grind on the second round is always more difficult for me to do than the first. Which is why I typically don't grind on the second round ever. I shouldn't say ever. Of course, there's exceptions. This is one of those exceptions, but yeah. BG for Basic Arena is getting 500k points in 22 fights. Good. It's pretty good, yeah. It's pretty good. Just to give some type of idea, once you have enough champions that are like rank 5, you can get all of the milestones, the 1.5 million in roughly 45 rounds, something like that. Which you're not that far off from, so. Good morning, Integral. Sorry, excuse me. Oh God. I'm sorry. Coughing into your eardrums still. Oh, one day I won't have this cough. One day. Question: I have 4,200 units saved up and about 20 revives and some other random pots, 2 30% boosters and 5 20% ones. Rank 5 Domino. Should that be plenty to run through Labyrinth for the first time? Alright, I'm gonna say this, and it might sound insulting, but I definitely don't mean it to be. Alright? It depends on your abilities, basically. So most people, yes, I would say most people that's enough resources, but some people need more than others. It's just so you know, I like I said, it's definitely not meaning as an insult. This is just only because I don't know, never seen you play or anything like that. What I'd recommend doing is find footage of someone else running through with Domino, and you can compare, you know, yourselves to them on their performance. Honestly, though, actually, here's a good way to do it. If you can solo Red Hulk, then those resources are more than enough. If you can't solo Red Hulk, then, you know, hard to say. Cavalier and Variant 2 done. Okay, then yeah. That should be more than enough then. Hey BG, should I rank to my 4-star Namor or Gambit? Not duped. Namor. Gambit is unfortunately not very good in this game. He has some uses, but they're limited. Hey BG, fairly new player. I've been playing for 6 months. Now my account is Bella 2 Paws. Got a 345 Corvus. Should I get uncollected or Road to Labyrinth completed first? Don't worry about Road to Labyrinth. Road to Labyrinth should be... push that back. Don't even think about Road to the Labyrinth for a while. Basically, until you're ready to do Labyrinth of Legends, until you're like you're really prepared to do a Labyrinth run, don't even worry about Road to the Labyrinth. The rewards there, they'll be helpful, sure, but it's very difficult compared to the rewards that you get, and there are other places to that you'll just get better rewards from, basically. So yeah. We start feeling better soon. I gotta sleep. Have a good night, everybody. All right, Shark. Have a good one, dude. I gotta run to 6 stars pretty soon here. It's gonna be married to you for the first time. I dupe my Sim Supreme. Nice. Good stuff. If only I didn't use an Awakening Gem on him. Oh, I didn't read the... Oh, man. Bummer, dude. Hey, congrats on completing Variant 2, though. BG, I believe you can get Man-Thing this time. Thank you very much. I had a bit of a rough start to the arena, though, so I'm actually playing catch-up. Let's hope I can pull it together. BG, what's your next item this run? Only asking because your strength start over is like my heroin. It's like watching someone get kicked in the balls over and over. I just have to watch. Blake, thank you very much. I'm glad you like the content. I don't know. I would have loved to do itemless again today if I got Man-Thing and I wasn't stuck in this arena hell again. But yeah, basically, let me give you a breakdown of my upcoming schedule here. So I got to grind for, you know, today and the next couple days. It's not a non-stop grind, but basically any time that I do put into the game, it's gonna be in the arena. So I can't do any item list for these upcoming days. And then on Thursday, I'm actually flying out to go to a wedding, and I'll be gone for a couple days. So unfortunately, I will not be able to do it during that either. So I don't know exactly when my next opportunity will be to go back in there. But yeah, it's gonna be like at least a week, I would say. Hey Brian, it's Ben. Remember me? The French from Comic-Con. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It took me a second actually because well, never mind. But yeah, I was thinking in-game names for a second there. But yeah, dude, what's up, man? How you doing? BG, you're friends with Seaton, the Man of Legends. Well, sort of. We were best friends for a while, and he invited me to live in his basement, and I did. And then out of nowhere, he just up and moves, and you know, it's okay. I'm not, I don't hold it against him. I found a new place. It's fine. So yeah, we're friends. Bought the Awakening Gem deal on Saturday. Oh, did you get anything good? You get the gem you were looking for. Wait, I got a Mutant Awakening Gem and Awakened Omega Red. Took him to rank 4. Nice, dude. Awesome. Good stuff. Best team is 455 Starkey, Sim Supreme, Magic, Angela, and 345 Blade. You think I'd be able to get Cavalier with that variations for Crossbones? It'd be rough. I'm not sure if any of those champions that you mentioned are that good for that Crossbones. You could probably get through it still, but it would be pretty resource intensive. Might be better just to well, you were just talking about Sentinel actually, right? Sentinel is able to get through that Crossbones, so if that's one of your top priorities right now is to go after that Cavalier title, I could change that advice to rank up that Sentinel to make it through that fight. And then go back and rank up Blade later. Best science champ to use Awakening Gem on? The one you need. I don't say that to be a jerk, but it's like actually not a sarcastic statement. Is what I mean. It really just depends on what situation you find yourself in. Void is an amazing champion to awaken, but not everyone needs Void. You know, I've seen people awaken their voids and then not really use them. Same thing for other champions. It really just depends on what you need. Here's what I always recommend when it comes to rank up gem advice. If you like, let's say you have a bunch of science champions. I'll name like a few that would be worthy of awakening. So we got Void, Thing, Captain Beardo. Yeah, there might be a couple that I'm forgetting too. But basically, you got to look at your champions and figure out if you awaken any of them, would that allow you to do something that you are currently not able to do without that champion being awakened. Are you struggling to get through to get the next title, or go through one of the side quests or something like that, and awakening one of those champs would help? If so, then they're worth it, you know. So yeah, it kind of just depends on what you need. I'm doing great. Got Man Thing at first round. Nice, dude. Sorry, I heard you overslept. That's how I missed Warlock. Yeah, man. That's the arena grinder life right there, man. Yeah, I remember you telling me that it was an unfortunate double miss for Warlock. I hope I don't repeat that here. Man Thing at least isn't going for nearly as much, so as long as I don't screw up the next couple of days, should be all right. But congrats on Man Thing, dude. Joy lives to run. When is the next time to run? Maybe tomorrow. Aldo, unfortunately, I gotta grind, man. So it's gonna be sometime in about a week or so. EG, you can't leave. How is the hub supposed to sleep at night if you are not streaming? So I'm not sure. I originally wasn't planning on taking my laptop because it's just gonna be for a couple of days, and it's gonna be pretty busy. You know, flying in, the wedding, it's gonna be, I'm sure, a late night celebrating and stuff like that, and then flying back. So I don't know. I probably won't bring my laptop, but I don't know, I might just bring it just in case. But yeah, there might be a couple nights where I'm not streaming again. I know there's been a lot of that lately, but man, this year has just been kind of crazy. Very crazy. So much traveling. This is by far the most I've ever traveled in a single year. Like you could probably add up the rest of my life compared to this year. It's just which I know for some people is like I'm sure there's some people that that might be in here and they're like, "Man, I fly every week." You know? If that's your job or something. But yeah. I was wrong, BG. It got 12 views, not 10. Hector, I was one of those views. I checked it out. I was kind of half checking it out while I was in the middle of playing and stuff. So I got to check it out again, get some more of the details. But hey, man, at least I clicked on the video. Got you one of those 12. Bella Tupac sending over a couple of, I'm sorry, sending over a toonie. I was about to say a couple of toonies, but dude, thank you very much. Let me read your last one here. Where's Steven? He isn't duped. Thanks so much for your support. Wait, did I miss it? Hold on, give me a sec. Hang on. Let me see. Last one is... it goes on the right track. I have a 235 Sentinel. Should I rank 3 him for Variant 3? Yes, but I would recommend getting him to at least rank 4 if you want to use him in Variant 3. I think it's technically possible to, you know... I honestly, like, Sentinel is very strong in that chapter, and he might be able to get the job done for you, but it might also be a miserable time with him at rank 3. Variant content is balanced around like rank 4 and rank 5 champions. So you'd probably want to get him to rank 4 before you realistically go in there. That patience will probably make it a much more enjoyable time for you. So, but yeah, Sentinel is amazing. And I mean that variant was basically his variant. He's one of the best for it. Hey BG, Phoenix has been a high prestige champ for over 2 years. From your perspective, how much longer do you foresee her remaining amongst the top prestige 6s? 6s or 5s? I'm guessing 5s. Hard to say. I do think about this stuff from time to time. Other champions are catching up. I think she's going to be in the top 5 for a decent bit longer out of the 5 stars, but she's number 3 right now, right? Because it's Fraggle Rock, Namor, and then Phoenix, right? So basically you need, you know, 3 other champions to pass her. Oh, you did mean 6s. How much longer do you foresee remaining amongst the top prestige 6 stars? Oh, dude, I haven't even looked at 6-star prestige. So I have no clue. I don't even know where she stands when it comes to 6 stars. With 6 stars, when it comes to 6-star prestige, most people, for most people, the prestige, it doesn't even matter yet. The people that have high, like high levels 6s, there's just very few people. It's generally some of the bigger spenders in the game right now, since there's no way to get 6 stones other than just pulling the champion multiple times. We have the 6-star 6 stones from the calendar that was around, and yeah, they're available from some of the offers that come through too. But here's my thoughts about 6-star prestige. Really, forget it. That's how I feel, at least. Like the first 6-star that we get to rank up to rank 3 should not be a prestige 6-star, in my opinion. If you're really pushing and gunning for that, like that top prestige spot, like actual rank 1 in the world, then I guess you do what you got to do, and maybe you are going for the top prestige champ. But for everyone else, like your first rank 3 6-star is probably going to be your only rank 3 6-star for a while, and it's going to be a level above your other champs. It should be a champion that is not just a prestige rank up. It should be a champion that you could actually make use of in other areas of the game. But as for like actually answering your question, I have no clue. It all depends on what Kabam wants to do with those numbers, you know. What's up, Lags? You had a question I started YouTube a couple of months ago. How do I create or edit MCOC thumbnails so I could put words in it? Probably just want to check out a tutorial. You could just search on YouTube for something like that. Like I don't know what programs you have access to. GIMP is free. That's what I use for the longest. I'm using Photoshop now, but whatever program you're using, just type in on YouTube Photoshop how to create title or something like that, or how like font tutorial. I don't know exactly, but yeah, you're gonna want to search something like that. And like I said, you could use free programs too. GIMP is totally free. It's not quite as powerful as Photoshop, but has a lot of the same functionality and everything. Is that Yeet in here? What's up, Yeet? Go boys, sending over a buck. Thanks, man. Where's your last one at, dude? Who's the best champ to use against the 6.1 X-Bones BG? There's some pretty good ones. I think Omega Red might be the best. He's extremely safe and reliable. You could make mistakes. You have to have 1 point in Coagulate. But, yeah, you could make mistakes and still get the job done. Because your death field is basically going to be up the entire time. There are plenty of other... options, though. Like Ghost is a damn good option because she's going to gain a lot of Furies. Sentinel is really good because he has heal block on the special one to prevent that healing. Yeah. Hector, maybe you know how to add the Texas thumbnails. Dude, I'm telling you, you just gotta YouTube it. I know how to do it and all, but that's gonna be the easiest way to see like someone doing it. Like you have to use a program to edit a picture, basically. So yeah. Did you end up finishing any paths in your last 6.2 stream? So you fighting the champion for a bit? No, I fought him 3 times. On the last try, I got 4 out of the 5 prowess charges, but couldn't quite take him down. Hopefully when I get my my thing sigged up the rest of the way. He's close to being maxed out, but it's taking a little bit extra damage. Plus, I'm still really new at using Thing for that fight. He crushes it. I mean, I barely had my fingers on the phone. It feels like cheating versus that dude, but I still made some mistakes that probably cost me. Nah, VG, you don't even know how to make a website for 3 years. Bell could already sense it. Well, you got me there. ABG, I have 5-star rank 4 Nick Fury Awakened. Is he worth rank 5 without Cat Marvel movie synergy, or should I wait for her? Wait, hold on. He's worth rank 5, yeah. He's all around pretty good, but he, you know, just like any champion has his limitations, so I wouldn't call him like an automatic rank 5. But he's good for a lot of things. He's a very strong defender. For certain paths in Alliance War, he's a great attacker. He's got great synergies. He's powerful just all on his own. He does have a lot of his damage comes from bleeds though, and that could be rough in some fights. But no, he's worth rank 5. Definitely is. Yeah, the way they described the strategy was sculpted. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. I got this champion. I feel like you should drop merch. You think I should? What would you buy? What would you want to see me sell? Not a t-shirt. It can't be a t-shirt. I could sell you tube socks. Maybe a... well, I mean, actually, I do have merch. It's in the description. I have turtle wax, and I also make and distribute my own brand of bald caps. Just make sure to use offer code BANANA10 if you want to save 10% on all your purchases. Free shipping too. Daddy Kong 1 sending over 5. Daddy Kong, thank you very much, dude. Where's your last one at? BG, what are your thoughts on that 6-star Emma you have? I like her. I just don't really use her that much. She's a strong champion. But yeah, for whatever reason, I just never really have a need for her. Maybe it's because she is only rank 1, and at this point I'm used to, you know, using rank 5, so maybe it feels a little bit weak because of that. Maybe that's why I don't use her, but I get the feeling that even if I had her at rank 2, I probably wouldn't use her a ton. But she does have some very unique utility, And in the right situations, she's awesome. And I have used her for a couple of things, so yeah, I don't know. That's kind of it for my thoughts. Oh, you know what? I wanted to use her more since I ranked up Phoenix, but I never actually put the two together. But she's got a pretty powerful synergy with Phoenix that I never really used, just because I kind of hate Phoenix. So I gotta try that out a bit, and maybe I'll use her a bit more after that. But yeah, if you were thinking about like if you also had one maybe, and you were thinking about like ranking her up, it's kind of a tough call. Like I really don't think that she's a bad champion. Excuse me. But yeah, I would probably only rank her up if you had like a specific purpose for her. Oh, you know what too? Oh, I've been waiting. One of the reasons why I wanted Emma in the past is because I always liked the synergy that she had with Sentinel, where Sentinel, it makes Sentinel a lot more tanky. And now I have Sentinel, so maybe that'll be my ticket to actually using her a bit more. I just got to get Sentinel ranked up and Awaken too, but yeah. But dude, Daddy Kong, thank you very much for the 5, man. I really appreciate it. Robert Stromberg said Nova, another 3, saying, no, I stay Big D. Read last again, please. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I mean, I was rounding it to 3, but just out of fairness for other people, I'll put it more exact. But thank you very much, dude. Let me see where your last one is at. BJ, kind of feel your crap 6-star luck. My 3 that I got are Loki, Drax, and Phoenix. Yeah, that's a bit rough. I think Loki's kind of cool, but the other 2, that's definitely a bit rough. I think my 6-star luck is actually pretty good for the record, though. I just got that Bishop was the only bad pull, really. Other than that, my 6 stars, I got no complaints about them. I actually really like my 6-star roster. But yeah, man, hopefully you get someone a bit better out of your next 6-star, because yeah, you could definitely use a bit of the good 6-star luck. Just got Emma as my second 6-star. She's pretty sick. Okay, I figured you might have got your hands on one if you're asking about her. That's awesome, man. Yeah, no, she's great to pull as a 6-star, because I don't think she needs to be awakened. So yeah, you could just totally use her unawakened. I'd like to play mine more. I think she's pretty fun. It's fun to cheese variant 1 chapter 3 using anything with champion synergies / time doll etc. Take out Ultron boss, 440k HP and 40 hits. Holy crap, 40 hits. That is pretty nutty. Craziness. Alright, just waiting on this 6-star to refresh real quick. 8 seconds. The day I make a rank up based on prestige will be a dark day indeed. Well, I've done it some. It ain't that bad. It's sometimes ranking for prestige can feel a little bit bad, but ultimately ends up getting you some extra rewards. So I just wouldn't do it for my 6-star, not my first 6-star at least. Venom or Venom the Duck for rank 4 on Suicides. I would probably go with Venom the Duck and then try to use Venom the Duck in Variant 2 and hope to pull a Cosmic rank up gem. That way you can get both ranked up. I like both champions. I like both champions a lot. I think they're both strong. I feel like Venom probably has more use overall in the game just because his utility against the Spider-Verse champions is incredible. But in like a general questing situation, I prefer playing Venom the Duck, but they're actually both good. So, yeah. You want to do some dungeons? Lags. Sure, man. Yeah, I can do some dungeons. Give me like... give me like 5 or so minutes. I want to run my... I have one more 6-star to run, which is still on cooldown for a few minutes. So let me make sure I can get that in there, and I'll run some 4-stars for a couple minutes, and then we can do dungeons after. What up, BG? Been lurking. What's up, Glory Man? How you doing, dude? Shout out to all the lurkers out there. The lurkers that walk amongst us. Oh, by the way, if someone happened to notice my streak was only like 112 or something, that's because I lost my streak at some point. I did have more rounds than that. I just one of those days, you know what I mean? It's this man thing, dude. I'm cursed by man thing. The game doesn't want me to have man thing. The miss on round 1, the losing streak on day 1 of round 2. Oh, man. It's been a long time since I lost my streak too, but it happens. BG got a Cosmic 4-5 gem from my Cav 12k offer today. Probably gonna use that on Venom the Duck. Ooh, Lori, nice. That's awesome. I think Cosmic, just in general, is one of the best classes to get a 4-5 gem for, just because there's so many good Cosmic champions out there. And Venom the Duck, that is gonna be a fun rank up. I gotta get mine up, man. Venom the Duck, that is. By the way, did you end up getting man thing? How much you missed by? No, I didn't get them. I missed by 2 hours of oversleeping, basically. I missed by it was like 3-ish million or something. I had 42.5. My 5 and 6 stars, they were off cooldown. I could have ran them, and that would have put me up to about 47, and I just overslept. So, you know, rip. What rank should I try to get Omega before I try to take on the Crossbones? Rank 4, I would say. Omega needs to be awakened, though. Well, actually, the awakening helps a lot, but that fight, because you're going to have a constant bleed on yourself, I think I remember an Alliance mate saying that they did that fight with an unawakened Omega. It's going to make it a lot more difficult, though. So yeah, if you can, I can't remember if you have Omega or not. I remember looking at your roster, but I can't remember. Or I'm sorry, if you have Omega awakened or not. But yeah, if not, it might be pretty difficult without it. And rank 4 might not be doable. Awakened. He is awakened and is close to Sig 50. I got him and took Havoc to Sig 200 right before I got him. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, even at Sig 50, because you're going to have the constant bleed, you'll probably overpower him. It's just going to be a little bit of a longer fight. But definitely rank 4. Christian Rojas said over 5. Thank you very much, dude. Saying the prodigal son has returned. Thank you very much. Welcome back, son. Thank you very much for the 5, dude. Appreciate it, man. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hulk was about to take me down for a second there. But yeah, thank you, dude. As always, appreciate that support. Oh, I gave kind of a BS answer to the merch person. If you're still in here, sorry. I was gonna go back and talk about merch after making the jokes. That's awesome that you'd even would want some merch. It's like, you know, some pretty strong support right there. But yeah, no merch anytime soon. It would probably be like, I don't know. Part of me thinks like it would be pretty cool to come up and make some merch and stuff, and then the people supporting would actually get something in return at least. But yeah, I would only want to do it if I had something really cool in mind, and don't have anything really cool in mind, and yeah, maybe at some point down the road. Does he have Biohazard? Yes. Boss Rush was so easy except for Domino. She's such an asshole. Dude, tell me about it. Domino was always an asshole. She's always rough. Hey, BG, with the announcement of 6.3 coming, you looking to close out 6.2 first? Not really. Not any rush. I do want to complete 6.2 just because, I mean, of course, it's sitting there waiting for me. But I don't really care if I do 6.2 or 6.3 first, you know? But yeah, so 6.3, it's, what do they say, November 13th, I think they said the date was. And, oh, here's my last 6-star now. The Legends run, I think they give about 4 weeks of a deadline there, so there is still time for me to do more in 6.2 before I go through with a Legends run for 6.3. So we'll see what happens. There's a chance I could knock the rest of it out, but I need to get my strategies together for that final boss. A little bit better than I have it right now. Totally rock a BG hoodie. Sorry, guys. That could be cool. But yeah, maybe at some point down the road. All the best with your man. Think Rita BG. Hope you get him this time around. Rampage. Thanks, dude. Do I need the Sabretooth synergy? I wouldn't say need. He benefits a lot from it, but because you have a constant bleed up that fight, you will be able to stack the spores eventually. So yeah, not 100% necessary, but it does help. BG Warlock or Symbiote? 5-star, rank 4. Two very different champs. It really depends on what you need. I think for like more general purpose type stuff, Warlock can probably cover more ground in this game, but yeah, it really depends on what you need. They're both solid champions that just have different utility to them. Bro, regards from Costa Rica. Costa Rica, man, I've always wanted to go there. I hear it's beautiful. Hi BG, how are you? Other than, oh, your name's kind of fitting, sick boy. Other than, somehow still being sick from Comic-Con. Oh, my goodness. Other than that, life's good. But, man, I feel like I'm really trying to suppress the coughs tonight. I'm definitely getting better. Because I barely have to blow my nose compared to previously. I swear I was blowing my nose every 5 minutes. But this cough, it's lingering. It's lingering. All right, I'm gonna hide the cutoffs until after the dungeon's over with lags. B just checked IMDb and it shows the 6.2 Itemless episodes forecasted out to 2021. Early fall. Keep the content coming. Wow. It's a long time. Alright, you're going full on Ghost, huh? Alright, what do we got? Mutant and Mystic? Well, yeah. Why not? Go with the old reliable. There we go. Sounds like you want to make no extra money. Well, I mean, money's nice, but I don't know. People are so supportive already. I feel like unless I have something else to offer that's like really good, then I don't know. I don't know how to say it the right way. But I don't want to just put out some garbage just for people to give me money. Plus, I also feel like I need to, like, I can probably spend some time working out it and come up with something cool, but I mean the content's always the most important thing. I'm so far behind on putting out the type of content that I want to put out, so that's top priority. Wait, Lags, I saw a question. Do you think I should use my 45 Cosmic Gem on Hyperion? Yeah. Of course. Hyperion's the man. There's a lot of good Cosmics, though, and Silver Surfer's coming. So, I don't know what you want to do there, Lags, but... Dude, I think Hyperion is totally worth it. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. The type of utility that he has, pretty unique. Oh, jeez. Well, that doesn't matter. I want to go in your dungeon, BG? What the? Use the mysterious guy? I could use Mysterio maybe next round of arenas. Yo, can my dad join your clan? Check out his name. Well, I think we might be full, but if your dad meets the requirements, then he could always message the leader, and maybe when there's room. But we do have some somewhat strict requirements on the Alliance tab page. Been gone for about 6 months. Tay out. What's up, dude? Long time no see. But I'm back and looking for Alliance. Prestige is 10, 562. Can get it to 10, 599. What's that rank 5 Sunspot? Dang, still got that solid Prestige even after a 6-month break. And I need 3 carbon cores to get Coagulate. You don't need it maxed out. You just need 1 point in it. 1 point will make Omega Red fully immune to the bleed damage. And you definitely want that point in willpower. I don't know if you have willpower. That is going to cost the cores leading up to it, I suppose. But yeah, you definitely want willpower for the fight. Brian, Hobbit is now my child. Oh, well, that's nice. You don't want to put out some garbage for money, BG? Look at the Yeezy brand garbage for money. Well, I've never looked at the Yeezy brand. I've never looked at nearly any brand. It's all garbage, man. It's all garbage. That's the thing, is I live a pretty simple life, guys. I wouldn't exactly put myself in the same category of like having like no material possessions type of thing, you know what I mean? But I also I don't know, for a long time now, for many years, I've kind of believed in like just simple is better in many ways. And nobody really needs to add more junk to their lives. You know what I mean? So unless I could put out something that I actually thought people can get some real use from, I would just consider it as throwing junk into the world. LC ran away from home. What? Do we need to find him? Oh, come on, Dormammu. Suck on that. Try to get some health back too. That was not a lot of health back. Okay. Minimalism? Yeah, I wouldn't quite take it that far. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just really feel like if I put something out, it would be useless junk. But like I said, hey, maybe one day it wouldn't be, and if that day ever comes, then I'd be happy to make something, put it out there. Do I want willpower maxed out? It helps. One is absolutely essential, but it help if you can max it out. It's not totally required, but it's nice. Ryan, where's your crystal? It's right next to me. And this thing is not garbage. This thing is amazing. If I could ever make something as cool as the crystal, I'd put it out there. Is it worth unlocking suicides if I'm not an arena grinder and don't have an Omega Red? Well, there are other champions besides Omega Red that highly benefit from suicides. And eventually, even if you don't have those champions right now, eventually you will get those champions. And I recommend being ready for when that happens. You could also use suicides for if you ever want to go for a Legends run. If you have any interest in that. Some people do, some people don't. And even if you're not a big arena grinder, you might find yourself in a situation one day where you want to grind for a champion. And tossing on those suicides would really help. Could mean the difference between getting a champ and not. Brian, what champion would you be in real life? Yeah, what my wife said. I'd be Karnak. We're both buff and wear hoodies. Except I'm not buff and technically, I'm not wearing a hoodie right now, but you know. BD checks the future once a day by looking into his crystal. Dude, oh, that's the only thing that can make this crystal better. If it was one of those future-telling crystals, like, hey, crystal, will I find $100 today? And then it's like, not likely, but hey, still, it'd be fun. Maybe I need to use the crystal in my next opening. Bow down to the crystal gods. You take the boss. Will do. Is that your family, Brian? At Laura Grant? That's my wife. Since Brian started smoking like the dude, he got a bad cough. Oh man. I do feel like I have a smoker's cough or something. Well, no. Well, how long does that last? Well, that's only when people first start smoking, right? Actually, I don't even know. Anyway. I bet you could convince somebody that I started smoking or something. With how bad I'm coughing. How much I'm coughing. Hyperion, Awaken, or Corvus. Which one should I rank to 565? It's my first 565. So, if you run Suicides, you're going to want to go to Corvus. If you don't run Suicides, you're probably going to want to go Hyperion. It's the crystal that tells him he will or will not make the cutoff. Damn you, crystal. Let me make the cutoff. PG smokes Cubans confirmed. Playing this game since its inception, but still don't have a 4 or 5 star magic. Some champions just escape us like that. It's rough, man. Magic is a good one. Magic is a champ that a lot of people like. Shout out to Heisenberg or Dreamin' Sucks, who I think is still missing Magic as well. Since I've been gone for a little bit, I'm curious, who is your favorite character now? It's still Venom the Duck. I haven't really got a chance to play him so much. but still my favorite. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Oh, Lax saying don't have 5-star magic either. Really, Lax? I thought you pulled her one of these times recently. I guess not. Did stop smoking 6 weeks ago and never got cough. Did smoke for 14 years. Nice. Congrats on quitting. That's awesome. Did you cough when you started though? I think that. Oh, geez, I should have looked at the notes. Oh boy. Well, this should be fine, but. God, slumber along with that. I don't know why I wasn't attacking just then. That was a mistake. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. I need to get that away. Come on, dude. There it is. No. God, I had the attack. He doesn't hit that hard. I thought he would hit harder with the slumber. Okay, we're fine. You take the boss? Will do. Yeah, at start I did cough, but smoker's cough means everyday cough. Smoker's got. Oh, okay. Got it. I've never actually smoked anything. I feel like I used to be around smokers a lot more, and then again, I guess I was around people a lot more before I moved. So maybe that's what it was. But yeah, a lot of people I worked with. Whereas now, well, I work alone. Pack cost €8 here, so can't afford it anymore. Yeah, super expensive. Whew. Hate Magneto special one, dude. Magneto just in general. I hate fighting that guy. Am I the only blue in here? Right now, possibly. Might be some lurking, but that's all right. One, okay. BG, thoughts on who would use a 4-5 Cosmic Gem on, Corvus or Hyperion? Depends on what you need. They're two very powerful champions, but very different champions. If you run Suicides, well, Corvus is probably going to be the way to go. If you don't run Suicides, Hyperion's probably going to be the way to go. I have no regrets about my Hyperion rank up, and I love using this dude. I don't know if I was in a situation where neither were ranked up yet. Well, I probably would go Corvus, but I don't know. Having all this experience with Hyperion, like if I didn't have Hyperion anymore, I'd really miss him. I use him so much. But yeah, Corvus is probably the way to go to start. But I think everyone, if you're lucky enough to have both of those champions, then I think everyone at some point should try their best to get both champions ranked up, however high they can. All right, power reserve. Duration of the attacker's buffs is reduced by 5 seconds, and if they are a robot, 7. Okay. Well, damn, I was gonna use Hyperion for this with the power reserve. It would have been really fun, but If the buffs are reduced in duration, it's probably not going to be as fun. Will there be any crystals open later? Only at the end of the stream, and not any significant crystals. It's just like an arena crystal, just because I like to end the streams that way. I did recently open up a couple thousand crystals, though, which will be posted shortly after the stream. I no longer have any gold crystals. I use them all for leveling up. Oh wait, someone asking. Wait. Why did you hide me from your stream? Is that you, the person I just banned? Because you're just in here trying to promote your own channel. You're not part of the stream. At least I don't think you are. And if you are actually just part of the stream, you're here to hang out. Well, then you should probably be advised that it's a pretty rude thing to do, to come in and just try to get people to go over to your channel. BG, if you claim to hate Stark Spidey, why was he one of your first rank 5? Went back and watched your Variant 1 stream and saw he was your first 3. Jacob, were you the same person that asked this? Was it just yesterday? Maybe you missed my answer, or maybe it's a different person. I'm not sure. But I don't like using Stark Spidey, but sometimes you have to use champions that you don't like because they're just the best option. And for war, he was my best option. He's a powerful champion. I'll never deny that he's strong. But there's a lot of strong champions that people just have preferences towards one way or another. I also don't like Quake, but I totally recognize that she's an amazing champion. I just have no interest in playing her. And yet, at some point, I might have to rank her up just because she has certain utility that that other champions don't have. Since you had 10k subs, I'm an actual true fan. Okay, I'll unban you, but yeah, please don't try to just spam about your own your own channel. That goes for any stream that you're in, just so you know. It's not like a weird thing with me. It's just generally seen as a pretty rude thing to do. BG, how many battle chips do you get a week? It fluctuates quite a bit. It fluctuates quite a bit. If I am actually going for a champion, I could get upwards of 500k to 1 million battle chips in like a single week, but that's only if I'm grinding hard and actually going for a champ. On the average, I'd say it's closer to maybe about 100 to 150k a week or so. But yeah, like every week changes, because some weeks I'm able to grind more milestones than others, and yeah, all that stuff counts towards it. Yo, dudes, check out my channel. Oh my god, really, John? I've uploaded 0 times in the last year. That's a lot, right? Loads of stuff, content. Wow. Who remembers when BG's best champ was a 444-star Electro? Hey, man. That's still one of my favorites. I still like Electro. Electro's sweet. I wish I could get him as a 6-star. That'd be awesome. Only one who's still doing the weekly event quest. the weekly event quest, as in like with the champion requirement thing, and then today we have the spiral thing or whatever to turn our tickets in. Dude, that event quest is awesome. I'm loving it. I'm doing it every day. You going for Man Thing? I am. I would actually go do that special side event quest that I have right now if it wasn't for me going for Man Thing and hitting all these helps on my 5 stars. Oh god, I wish Kabam would fix this already. Where you have to hit helps again. I leave the arena to go do dungeons. I left here for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, however long it was. And I come back and I gotta re-hit all these helps to clear them out of the top. Get on my 6-star Awaken Iron Fist BG free of charge. Fits. You'd be willing to part ways with your Awaken Iron Fist? Oh man. That's incredible, dude. Thank you. BG, by mistake, I awakened my She-Hulk 5-star rank 4. Is her Sig ability worth Sig stones? Alex, I don't know a ton about her awaken ability and how it scales and stuff. I don't know. If it was an actual accident, you might be able to contact Kabam support, and they might, if you haven't like put any Sig stones into her, you might get them to reverse it. She's a very powerful champion. She doesn't need to be awakened. Her awakened ability, I don't know exactly what it does. I just know it's not totally necessary. And maybe it's nice to have though. Maybe it's a nice bonus for the champ. So maybe it shouldn't be something that you get reversed. I don't know, but yeah, sorry man. I wish I had more info on it. Doesn't trigger the need to refresh nearly every time. If you hit the request and went back, you likely have to do it again. Oh god. I didn't know that about the dungeons. Seems like a lot of things do it. BG just need 80k more shards to hit 1 million greater solo crystal shards. How many tier 1 alphas would be a good average? Hold on. Need 80k more shards to hit 1 million greater solo crystal shards. Good lord, Cody. How many tier 1 alphas would be a good average? Well, what is it? Is it 0.5% chance to drop? I don't remember the odds, but it says it on the crystal. I think that one might be one of those crystals where it has so many percentages you actually have to scroll down on the list. But yeah, I don't know, maybe like 5. It's crazy, man. So few tier 1 alphas from there. But it actually makes her slightly weaker against Mystics, I think, funnily enough. I think you're right. I think I remember that from when I was testing her on the test realm. Oh my god, come on. It's lagging out as I'm trying to hit these helps. Having to hit help button more than once is a bug. I thought it was planned this entire time. Maybe it is planned. Maybe it's a planned bug. I don't know. Brian, you lost your lead in arena by hitting these helps. Oh, I wasn't leading. So this has just put me further behind. I think I got 1 tier 1 alpha from about 25. That's pretty good. 1 out of 25. It's definitely lower odds. 1 million is 500 crystals. Thought it was 0.1, so 0.5 tier 1 alpha. It's not 0.1, is it? And if it was, it wouldn't be 0.5 if there was 500 of them. But I'm sure that was just a typo. Alright, anyway, let's get back to it. Makes this game less power because less effective taunt equals less frequent refreshing of Fury for She-Hulk. Yeah, I'm sure in some cases you would maybe want the Mystics to get less power, but in most cases I think you're absolutely right. You want them to be getting power. to use their ability. One. Wait. 1 out of 1,000 isn't 0.5? Wait, hold on. Wait, am I might be misunderstanding something here. I thought you were saying there's a 0.1 chance. So 500 times that, or so, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. The chance is low. It says it in there, though. I'm pretty sure. I'd pay for the sigil just to get rid of the help button. Oh my god, that would break me. My free-to-playness. If I can get rid of the help button. UG, how was your results like in college? What was your favorite subject? I only barely went to college. I dropped out pretty early on, as in like the second week. I mean, I unofficially dropped out during the second week because, yeah, I just stopped showing up to classes. But I kind of did go, like, I signed up for classes for like 2 years. It's like part-time, community college. So yeah, my grades weren't good. They were mostly W's, actually. That's what it was. Withdrawal. Halfway through the semester, I always just withdraw, and that would be it. My grade was so low that I got W's instead of A's and B's. Yeah. This is not advice for the youngsters out there listening. Stay in school, kids. Your studies are very important. But man, I just couldn't do it. So I like learning. I try to learn stuff every day. Look how intelligent I sound. I learn stuff every day. I think everyone should try to, you know, learn whatever interests you. It doesn't always have to be the school subjects, unless you're going to school for something specific. But whether you like school or not, always make sure you're learning. And eat your broccoli. Yes, Joshua. Thank you. Eat your broccoli, kids. Learning and vegetables. That's all you need in life. BD dropped out of college because he already learned the meaning of life. You're not supposed to tell them. But yes, I do know the meaning of life. What's up, Pete? I'm still a demi. Yeah, I know. I haven't changed it just yet. If 1% is 1 out of 100, what is 0.1%? But it's 0.45%. Did I say maybe I misspoke when I said 0.1%? I don't know. Whatever. Either way. Yeah, 0.45%. That's pretty low. Wait, no. I need to throw in lower champs. If I said 0.1%, well, then I meant to just say 0.1, basically. Pretty sure the college is a ripoff if you're going just for its own sake. It's, I mean, it in some cases it probably is a ripoff, but if you really actually know what you want to do, and your career requires a degree, as some do, then it's not a ripoff. But I do feel like a lot of people might might fall into the trap that I same trap that I fell into, you know. Out of high school, not really sure what to do with your life, because, well, the only thing that I knew going through high school was, hey, I'm in school, and school is probably important, so I should keep going to school to learn more things instead of learning about the world, which I knew nothing about. I think I'm really probably not the person to be giving advice, but I think it would be a good idea for a lot of people to take a year off from school between high school and college. Not just a year of like sitting around doing nothing type of take a year off, but like take a year off to go work. If you haven't already been working throughout high school, get a job and really like think more about life and what you want to pursue. I don't know. Some people may already know what they want to do going through high school, but I feel like most people probably don't. You know, you're only 17, 18 years old. Most people don't have a good enough handle on life and what they want to do at that point. And then you got to go to school and get in crazy amounts of debt only to figure out like, oh crap. Actually, I want to do something different. Anyway, like I said, I'm probably not the best person to be giving advice on this. But anyway, not that anyone's asking. Robert sending over another loony. Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate it, man. Where is your last one at? Wait. Where's your last one? Oh, here we go. Don't forget about telling the kids to try to get into the trades. You can make more money typically than a job that requires a college degree. Maybe, but I don't even think it's about the money. I mean, it shouldn't be, in my opinion at least. It shouldn't be about the money. It should be whatever makes you happy. I think, for the most part, there's always going to be exceptions to what I'm about to say, but I think for the most part, if you really like something and you're passionate about something, you can probably find a way to make money doing what you love, and it's not gonna be as much money as some of the more prestigious jobs. I don't know what the right word to say is, but you know, like, yeah, you're probably not gonna make as much money as if you were a lawyer or something. But I don't know. I feel like people can get creative, and yeah, I mean, here's the thing too. If you try something and it doesn't work out, okay, so then you try something different. But if you like get into crazy amounts of debt and then you're like, oh, you know what? I didn't like this actually. Let me try something different. Well, now, man, it's probably a much bigger struggle to get out of it, you know. But if you just kind of take the initiative to learn something on your own, and see if you would be more interested in maybe going to school for it or something, because I also, you know, school, even if you don't necessarily need a degree for something, you still might make connections. Actually, I was talking to one of the guys at Kabam about it, actually, just because I'm curious, like, you know, I want to make games myself too, so of course I want to ask these guys for like how they got involved in the games industry and stuff to figure out like what I need to do. And I was, you know, talking to one of them that did go to school. Actually, I think almost everyone that I talked to there, they did go to school for it. But anyway, this person was saying like it probably wasn't totally necessary, but like they got their first job in the games industry due to the connection that they made with the professor, I think, or something. I don't know. And it wasn't at Kabam, their first job in the games industry. They said like they bounced around a few different studios and then eventually ended up at Kabam. And hey, maybe that process would have never happened had they not gone to school. But it did seem like the stuff that was learned, maybe they could have learned that on their own. I don't know. We didn't talk enough in detail for me to really say. Maybe there were things that he learned there too that would not have been something he would have learned on his own. But he definitely didn't. He definitely wasn't saying like, oh yeah, 100% needed to go to school, you know. School is also cheap in Canada. Is it cheap in Canada? Computer science is a weird field. Going to school isn't really for learning. It's more to network and getting a great internship, etc. Yeah, I could see that. I actually think I would maybe benefit more from, like, it might sound like I'm talking a lot of crap about school right now, but I actually think I could probably benefit from going to school for this. I mean, I can totally see how you can learn it on your own and don't need to go to school. But I also think everybody learns in different ways and learns different things in different ways. I think for most things, I wouldn't need school to learn. You know, most things I rather just explore on my own and just enjoy the process much more that way and everything. But I don't know, man. I'm struggling enough with this stuff that I'm trying to do that, yeah, maybe I would just benefit from going to school, even if it was just to see, I can't even say that. I was about to say even if it was just to like make connections with other good programmers and be able to turn to them for advice, but I kind of already have that. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we gotta rename these streams, discuss your life choices while beating up superheroes featuring Brian Grant or something. Hey, that could be the tweet next time. Yes, it is cheap in Canada. Tuition is 10K a year-ish, but our taxes are much, much higher. I think I remember asking how much that person paid to go to school, and I want to say it was more than 10K a year. So maybe, is that like the average, and it could be higher than that type of thing? I don't know. I want to talk to them more about it. Not that I have any plans of going to school anytime soon, if ever. But it's still interesting to hear about, you know? Missed the word and tweet. I feel left out now. Oh, speaking of the word was in Star's tweet. Okay, word is interrobang. This doesn't sound like it sounds like a word that I shouldn't be saying on stream. Interrobang. All right, so Star said, word is interrobang. I got to sleep because test tomorrow morning. So read this, answer, then Google interrobang definition. I like how she put that interrobang definition in quotes, as if if she didn't do that, I wouldn't have figured out how to Google the definition of it. All right. Interrobang, Jesus. Interrobang is when you make loud noises during an interrogation to frighten somebody into giving you the truth. That is the safest most family-friendliest definition I can come up with for this word. All right, I'm gonna Google now and see what the actual definition is.
Interrobang.
Interrobang is a non-standard punctuation mark indicating a question expressed in an exclamatory manner, as in, what are you doing? It's a question mark with... Can I copy and paste this and put this in the chat? It's a question mark with an exclamation mark on top of it. Oh, I can. Yeah, so it looks like that. Interrobang. Okay. Great thing about computer science is that there isn't many books. Well, there are a lot of books, actually. You probably just don't need them, is the thing. I got one, and it wasn't really that helpful. It was kind of a desperation move when, yeah, I had already tried learning without any books for a while, and then this one seemed pretty good, and it seemed to have information that I couldn't find online, and I was like, well, okay, screw it, I'll try it. Plus, I was already using some things that the authors of the book put out there, and yeah, I was like, well, these guys deserve the support anyway, so even if I don't make use of the book, it's $40. These guys deserve the $40, so yeah. Tons of CS books, even better though, Stack Overflow. Oh, yeah. I've definitely made some good use of that site. They could use more than $40 for me. It's a good word. You don't know it? Interrobang? Oh, I definitely didn't know Interrobang. School for me at community college with books is like $4K a semester. It was a lot cheaper for me. It was $100 a credit, and I only sometimes bought the book, so... Yeah, $100 a credit. I took anywhere between... I think the most I took was 16 credits in a semester. I think that was my first semester, and I think that was a mistake, because full-time is, what, like 12 or something? And it just sounded so wimpy. Like, I don't know. It was like, okay, yeah, we're going to have you take this class, and this class. And I'm like, wait. But I had like 9 periods in high school. Throw some more on there, man. What is this? Dumb. And then, yeah, I did some part-time stuff, and there were times where I only had like 3 credits, I think. Lance Bomber sent in over $5 saying, "Who reads books out of desperation? You make reading sound like torture." Waiting up, bro. Dude, Lance, it is torture for me, alright? I hate reading. It's terrible. In a book form, too? Oh, goodness. Awful. Just awful. But Lance, thank you very much for the 5, dude. I appreciate it, man. Do continued education every 2 years. The classes I'm interested in are money K's. Luckily, there is pay over time option. Just finished paying mine. Yeah. BG, love you. Sorry, love you. Who outside of Sparky should I use to explore collector while minimizing units? Well, who do you have? Typically, it's hard-hitting champions that, as a bonus, would have some way of auto-evading or power draining the collector because his specials are devastating. That's why Stark Spidey is usually the first champion to come to mind. Also, at the time, Stark Spidey was very popular when that content first came out. But there are other champions, certainly. Spider-Gwen is great because collectors' specials are unblockable, and Spider-Gwen has auto-evade against that and has good damage. But yeah, just, I mean, any power drainer or auto-evader or invisible character, if you will, any of these characters are going to be the best option. You don't necessarily need that stuff, though. Any hard-hitting champion, just in general, can get the job done. I feel like I'm not going fast enough in the arena. Right, have you heard of the new Netflix comedy-ish show, Living with Yourself? It sounds familiar. Who's in it? I haven't seen it, but I feel like I've heard somebody reference it somewhere. Also, stunners, they got a lot of work out of Hulk. Yeah, that's true, Hulk. And especially, you know, if you start the fight with a 20% revive, he's already hitting decently hard. It stars Paul Rudd and Paul Rudd. Oh, you know what? Paul Rudd, he was just on that, God, what's the name of the Hot Ones, right? I watched, I had that going during the last grind. And I think that's where I heard it. But I haven't seen it. It auto plays the trailer when we turn it on. Oh, I never watched those trailers. I tune those things out completely. the Netflix trailers, or any trailer that plays automatically, is like, oh, yep. Just not even... Like, I go out of my way to make sure I'm not listening to it, because they annoy me. I watched it while grinding too, that's why I watched it. Nice. You're a hot one, BG? Ooh, Joshua. Ooh. Petition to get BG on hot ones. No. First off, I'm nowhere near, I mean... I'm known inside of one small gaming community. That is it. To be well known enough to get on hot ones. Jeez, man. I gotta be in a movie or something. But even if I starred in the next Avengers and they were like, hey, let's get you on hot ones, I would have to say no. Absolutely not. I like the show. And I don't normally like shows like that, but it's yeah, I don't know, something about it. I do like the show. I don't watch every single episode, but I have seen a decent number of them. And I can tell you right now, I would be the person to give up and not finish all of them. 100%. I wouldn't even come close. I would make it through 3, maybe? And at that, I'd be like, oh, this is... No, we're gonna have to call this. I'm getting out of here. Worst part of computer science at our school is the fact that if you don't have a 3.0 GPA minimum out of 4 hard math / CS courses, you get kicked out of the program. Whew. That's rough. Probably keeps you pretty involved. No room for slacking. But yeah, that's rough. I'd get kicked out of that program too. I wouldn't make it on hot ones, and I wouldn't make it in your computer science program. Favorite Shia LaBeouf, Shia LaBeouf, and maybe the Goldblum. I've seen both of those too. Brian won't make it through 1. Yeah, I use hot sauce. Oh man, I just made it sound like a drug. Yeah. I'm a hot sauce user. But it's only like the real mild ones. Relatively mild. I mean, okay, so for me, I had to build up to use Frank's. I don't know where Frank's falls on the spectrum of the hot sauces, but it took me a while to build up to use that. Gary V episode is great. I did not see Gary V episode. Roughly 2/3 of the students get kicked out first year. 2/3? Holy crap, dude. I've always heard statistics of like, you know, 25% of kids drop out or don't make it or whatever, but Jesus, 2/3. Whew. That's a lot. Yeah, I used the sauce. Oh, I also liked when Steve Austin was on it. I'm pretty sure I saw that one too. Brian eats bean soup, beans, and Frank's hot sauce. Yeah. I had to maintain a 3.0 GPA to keep my scholarship, and AK a year is pretty motivational for that. Oh yeah, dude. That's awesome, man, that you had an 8K a year scholarship. Good stuff, man. BG rank 4, my first 5-star, and it was Stark Spidey. There's a big difference between rank 3 and 4. Rank 5 is the major difference, huh? I mean, sort of. At rank 4, champions are powerful enough to be useful in any kind of solo content, I would say. But yeah, you do notice a bump from taking a having a champion at rank 4, taking him into rank 5. It's definitely noticeable. It'll feel good when you when the rank 5 start rolling in. BG does a little bit of mojo every now and again. A little bit of mojo? Is that like an actual thing or just like mojo? Oh man. What is this? Tillamook Marion Berry ice cream is amazing. Well, all right then. Can't say I've ever heard of half of the words in that sentence, but take your word for it. First 5-star was Ghost. Well, you got a good one. That is awesome. Although, if I do stay in the program, I get to automatically renew/upgrade my 1.5K scholarship. Yeah, that's good, man. I mean, it's a lot of money when you think about it, you know, like that, like, you know, it adds up over time. If you're able to renew and or upgrade. Like, I never really put the full effort in to go to school and like give it my all. So I don't know exactly how hard it is to make money as a college student, but I bet it's pretty damn hard. I mean, I was working when, actually, I mean, I sort of was working when I was going to school. It's just, like I said, most of the time I didn't show up to class, but I was working about 30 hours a week. Maybe that's part of what screwed me over too, is that first semester where I took, it was like 1.5 classes more than I really needed to. I'd say half because one of them was just like some kind of BS class. But anyway, I was also working 30 hours a week, which I'm sure other people have done and have handled. I'm sure people have worked more than 30 hours a week while going to school. But man, I found it to be extremely difficult. And I just couldn't do both. After that, I dropped my hours for the future semesters, but I feel like the damage was already done, where I was just like, maybe school ain't for me, you know. BG, you planning any videos for when you hit 100,000 subs? Maybe like a big crystal opening? I have one thing in mind. It's not going to be a crystal opening, though. It's just something slightly different. We're not quite there yet, though. Got 13,000 a month for tuition and over 2,000 a month from the GI Bill when I was in school. Nice, good stuff. Sorry, it's hard to get infinite streaks in 5-star featured. Any tips? It can be difficult to get the infinite streak in the 5-star featured. It mostly depends on your roster, but honestly, even with a very stacked, developed roster, it can sometimes be annoying just because the AI is really annoying. I do have some tips, though. I don't know if you have the Suicide Masteries unlocked or how open you are to running Suicide Masteries, but it does make the process a lot smoother. You spend a lot less time baiting out specials. The enemies, they just drop that much faster, where, yeah, you just have a very clear advantage in the fight. So, that's one thing, but even without suicides, it's certainly doable. If you're trying to get the infinite streak in the 5-star featured, you're probably already familiar with the infinite streak just in general. So I'm not going to break that down, but something that I can say is maybe an altered, slightly altering the general formula might be a good idea. Like, typically, the first 9 rounds I throw on my weakest champions, and then from there I just use my strongest champions. And I have enough of the strong champions to get me over the hump. That is rounds 9 through 15. Those are the most annoying rounds. But maybe you don't have as many strong champions. So something I did when I was still building up is I'd still run my crappy champions for the first 9 rounds. And I actually find it easier to run my weaker champions versus my stronger ones. The matches just, they're easier. So I run my crappy champions for those 9 rounds. And then, let's say you only have one strong team that you find easy to use during the tough period. You might just have to use that team and then wait for them to refresh. And if you have the time, maybe start up a different arena just so you're getting some units and milestone rewards there. You can do something like that. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know if I have any other tips that come to mind. Loans, man. Gotta get loans. No way I'd be able to work while studying. Yeah, it's rough. I'm feeling the effects of it now still. It's kind of weird because I don't, YouTube's interesting. It's technically a job, but I don't think of it as a job. I just think of it as YouTube. It's like its own separate thing. But I can definitely say it takes work. Maybe it's not a standard job, but it takes a lot of work still. I would say I've spent more time working on YouTube than I did at my last job, and I was working 40 to 60 hours a week at my last job. So, yeah. And trying to learn things that are unrelated to YouTube while doing YouTube stuff. It's not always easy. When you're uploading the rank up video you mentioned in your crystal opening, that'll go live about 10 minutes after the stream. I just need to make a thumbnail for it. It's a pretty long video. It took a while to render it out and upload it. Otherwise, I would have had it up earlier. But it's like over 30 minutes long. Guess who has 30K completion to do? Oh, Pete, why do you always wait for the last day? Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious, man. BG, do you hate anything about the YouTubing? Hate's a strong word. There are things that kind of annoy me. Probably the biggest thing is probably the biggest thing is that it's kind of demotivating to spend time on like trying to make certain videos of like high quality, knowing that like it's just not what the people want. And I say that knowing that a lot of people want high quality videos. All right, let me say this in a more clear way. So basically, crystal openings, they take no effort. You're just popping open crystals, and it's fun. You get to pop open crystals, and people love crystal openings. That's it. They just get so many more views than the average video of any other kind. And it takes 5 minutes to pop open some crystals, you know? If you have a lot of crystals, hey, maybe it takes 10 or 15 minutes, but you're done after that. You know, it takes a little bit of time to you know, to like in most of my openings, or the bigger ones at least, to like add the portraits on screen and sync that up to when I say it, but it takes such a small amount of effort compared to like fully writing a script, including all the different phases that you'd go through for writing anything. A little, you know, you get an outline going, rough draft, go through and try to clean things up, and then doing like the whole voiceover part of it, trying to make it sound like you're not reading a script, and then matching up all the different clips that you want for like a champion guide or something. If you're someone like Dave over on the Dork Lessons channel, which you guys should know Dave, but if you don't, go over to Dork Lessons channel. You know, he could go nuts and put in all these crazy animations and stuff like that, make things look beautiful, and none of it really matters. Like it matters. It matters, and it doesn't at the same time. It matters because yeah, that will like pull people in, and some people will like they'll learn a lot from a high quality video like that, and you get the benefit of knowing that you helped someone, as well as, you know, that person might be a new subscriber for your channel, which is awesome. But if you look at the numbers, it's just like, well, why even bother, you know? like you look at the numbers, and seriously, let me go see. So to be fair, I also haven't put out like a super high quality video in a little while. I'm working on them because just because I need to, man. Oh, jeez. Otherwise, I'll go crazy just uploading like lower quality videos. I don't know if quality is the right way to phrase it too, because I consider almost all of my stuff low quality. Maybe I should say low effort. Maybe that's more accurate to say. I don't know. But yeah, most of the stuff that I've been uploading has been low effort. But okay, so my crystal opening, geez. So I uploaded the crystal opening yesterday. It's got 31,000 views. That's pretty crazy for compared to like if I were still in the content creator program and I put a bunch of effort into making a video about the new guillotine, it would maybe at this point have like 10,000, I want to say. And then it probably wouldn't go up a ton from there, depending on how hype the champion is. You know, guillotine actually, she's pretty cool. Maybe it'd be higher than that, but you know, it would maybe cap out at like 20,000, something like that. 30,000 if I'm really lucky. Whereas a crystal opening, dude, some of these crystal opening videos have like several 100,000 views. It's ridiculous. It's nuts. But yeah, I don't know. So it's just weird things like that about YouTube. Otherwise, I like it. It's that's pretty much it. There's a lot of people that get screwed over by like the YouTube algorithm, and that's pretty unfortunate to see. But I don't think I've suffered from much of that. Everybody gets a little bit of luck when YouTube just decides to push your content, but I don't hear from too many people that like, hey, I'm subscribed and I didn't see your last video. It didn't show up in my subscription box, where that definitely happens to other people. Congrats on Centol, BG. Keep up the completely mediocre work. Thanks, B-Manny. Appreciate it, dude. You don't need to pay attention to crystal opening videos, so they're nice entertainment while you do something else. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think I've always felt it was like this, that you know, I mean, the biggest carrot on a stick in this game is getting to pop open crystals and hope to get lucky for the new champion. It's the biggest thing, right? So just being able to like watch someone else pop open a bunch of crystals while you wait to collect yours and everything. I don't know. I always figure that's what it is, but yeah, that said, man, I definitely have some content coming soon that will actually be helpful and actually be high quality. I've been saying it for a while now. But yeah, just got to keep staying tuned. It'll be good stuff. I'm excited for it. Your 34 GMC vid got 52K views, BG. Yeah, and see, that took 0 effort to make. So, okay, so, and just to clarify too, so some videos do get a lot of views that I put effort into. I remember at one point my Void video didn't have a lot of views, and then someone told me that it did have a lot of views. Like, I don't know, maybe YouTube just started throwing it out there in people's recommended feeds or something like that. Let me see if I could find how many views it has real quick. I also try not to look at views, by the way, because if you just don't look at it, well, then it can't bother you. So I just make whatever content I want, basically. But it used to bother me when I did look at the numbers. All right. Okay, yeah, it has 75,000 views, which I swear for like the first few months that it was out, it seemed like it was capped out at like 25,000 views or something like that. But it's at 75,000 right now. At some point, I think there was like just YouTube was pushing it, I guess. I'm curious if the Void views increased when 1 he hit into basic and 2 went into the basic arena. I don't think so, but it's possible. I wasn't tracking it that close. It was just somebody told me one day. But it was like a while after Void came out. I think it was longer than that. I think he was out for, or the video was out for longer than 6 months before it really got like good traction. But anyway, so 75,000 views is great for a video. But that video also took like 30 or 40 hours to make. You know? So even if you compare, like, okay, that video got 75,000 views and a crystal opening got 75,000 views. So what? They're, you know, they both get views. Okay, yeah, but one took a lot longer to make. So yeah, that video, it took me 40 hours to make back then. It's not gonna, it doesn't, like, that was my first one that I really put like a lot of effort into. I'm not, like, it's not gonna take 40 hours for future ones. But yeah, I think that's something to keep in mind too. Like for anyone, no, I don't think anyone asked in here to, like, that was asking for how to start a YouTube channel advice. But just in case anyone is curious, I can throw out a bit of advice here. Early on, stuff is gonna take a long time to do. It's the same for anything, YouTube or otherwise. It just takes longer your first time. You're figuring things out, you know. I say that crystal openings don't take a long time to make, but let me tell you, man, the first big crystal opening I did, the first time I put those portraits on screen, it took me like 16 hours to make it. Whereas now it takes me like, in total, including the recording time and editing the pictures on screen, about an hour, I would say. From time I hit record until time I hit render on the video. Actually, maybe a bit less than an hour, I would say. Maybe 35, 40 minutes. So like an hour from opening to upload, roughly. For the average one, that is. Certain videos, of course, take longer. This one that this level up opening that I just did, it wasn't like editing intensive where I needed to do anything fancy, but it was over an hour of recording, so I had to sit there and like watch it and cut little bits and pieces out the entire way. So that one took a decent amount of work, but I still consider it a low effort video, just because, you know, it just happens to be a long low effort video. So yeah. Last please, Pete. Where you got? I wasted like an hour and a couple hundred units trying to make a video with Guillotine 99 today, just to find out what I was testing. Basically did nothing. Oof, Pete. Rip. BG, how much is 1,000 views in USD? I don't know. It fluctuates wildly, actually. I don't know what the average is, though. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm pretty sure people are allowed to say, because I've seen videos of people like talking about how much money they made, but I could have sworn it was like a not allowed type of thing. So I don't know if they're doing something special to, like a little loophole to get around that or what, but if I knew, I would probably not say, just in case. You really don't want to mess with the YouTube overlords, man. They will make your life hell. But I actually legitimately do not know. All I can tell you is it fluctuates wildly. It also, like, and there's like a number of things that make it fluctuate. Like how many ads are in your video, how many people have ad block, The type of ad that's in your video too, I think. I think there's different types of ads that play on longer videos versus shorter ones. Here's another thing too. So the way like the ads work is that it's like companies that kind of compete. I think it's the right way of saying it. Like they basically, like if there's more companies trying to run ads, they have to pay a higher premium to get their ad on YouTube, basically. So different times of the year, you can make more money. So like the holiday season, when these companies really want to push their ads out there to sell you whatever they're trying to sell you, it's a slightly higher cost for them, and YouTube shares some of that with the people making videos. So the YouTube content creators also make more money that time of year versus like January. Apparently January is known in the YouTube space for people just kind of taking break, you know. A bunch of people, I guess, work like basically all year round, don't really take vacations, and then January, some people just take off completely. Like they might have videos, like some videos prepared during that time, but maybe not as much effort in there just to kind of keep the channel alive. But you know, they know they're not going to make as much money during the time. Nivea TP, Nivea, thank you very much, sending over $3 in. You don't take a look at War Chat, huh? Are we playing? Are we playing you right now? I'll show you my War Chat. Nivea, thank you very much for the 3. But here's my War Chat. To enable chat, please go to settings. This is the war room. So, no, man, I've had it disabled for a long time. I always think about re-enabling it just because I'm curious if people are sending messages and then thinking I'm just a big a-hole for not responding, but they're just off. So yeah. Dude, thank you very much for the 3 though. I appreciate it. I'm sure we'll play each other. It's off during the season too. But yeah, I know right now it's an off-season war, so things kind of don't matter, but I'm sure we'll see you in the actual season itself too. We'll have another war. But you ever visit Social Blade? I've been to the website before, but I don't really use it. There's a lot of info there. I generally just don't care about that stuff, I guess. And all of the analytical stuff, I just don't give a damn about. So you do YouTube for like 2 or 3 years and you don't know how much you make? Not on average per 1,000 views, no. I know how much I make like in total for the year. And YouTube has all kinds of crazy stat breakdowns where, yeah, I can see like the amount of money a single video made, or between whatever dates I want for you know, for the month, for the year, all that stuff. But per 1,000 views, no, like it literally will change between every single video. So let's talk about school and stuff. Maybe go look at what all I have left to do to finish, and I'm gonna die with what I'm planning on doing while working part-time. Oh, Roboto. You can do it, man. I believe in you. I believe in you, man. You got this. You're strong. Your thoughts on rank 2 Unawakened 6-star Cap Infinity BG? I mean, he doesn't need to be awakened, so he's still useful, but I am generally not a fan of taking up 6 stars to rank 2 unless, 1, you already have a lot of rank 5 stars, because they're just cheaper to rank up. In most cases, you're going to get more bang for the buck ranking up 5 stars. You get more progress. You'll progress faster, typically, on average. There are exceptions, but yeah, for the most part, I don't like ranking up 6 stars. Unless, like I said, either you have a lot of 5 stars at rank 5 already, or you just have a special purpose for that 6 star. Maybe you need Cap for something in Alliance War, and or for some quest, and you just, you know, it would just save you a bunch of resources or make war that much safer for you or something along those lines. For me, it would be Ghost. If I got Ghost, I'd rank her up for legend running purposes. I mean, she's useful elsewhere in the game too, of course, but that would be like my specific purpose for ranking up Ghost as a 6 star for that. If it wasn't for that, then I would honestly just keep ranking 5 stars. Not that I have a Ghost to make that decision with anyway, but so yeah, I don't know where you're currently at in the game. Cap, of course, is a great champion, but what can I say? I'm cheap with my catalysts. I want to get more out of them. So is YouTube your full-time job? Yeah. But it really does sound weird saying that. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I fell into it that I don't consider it a job, really. Or maybe it's just because it's not a standard job. Like, I'm not clocking in anywhere. But no, yeah, that's full-time job. It won't always be. It's funny because you know, I've always said, like, I don't really want to be like a gaming content creator or like a game streamer, even though that's absolutely what I am. It is something that I kind of just fell into, type of thing. And I've always said, like, when this game, whenever I'm done with this game, that's gonna be it for me, and I'm not gonna, you know, the channel is named after this game for a reason, because I wasn't planning on streaming other games or anything like that. Like, that was it. And I've always said that, yeah, I'm just gonna, at some point, I'm still really enjoying this game, by the way, so it's not anytime soon, but at some point, whenever I do stop enjoying it, yeah, that was just gonna be it. But now that, like, Kabam announced Realm, and I am kind of interested in it, I don't know what to do. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about that in the video coming soon. Anyway. Hey, BG, how'd you get the egg? The egg? What egg? No, I don't know. This egg was handed down to me from the collector himself. I don't know how the collector obtained the egg, but at one point in time there was a lot of frost on it, as if it were high up in the mountains. And through my care, it is no longer a frosty egg. The cracks were something that was there before I received the egg, and, well, damn it, I think I see a few additional cracks. So I don't know what's going to happen if this egg ever pops open. But I don't want to find out. This is the universe egg, after all. The entire universe contained within it. And it is believed by many, not just me, it is believed by many, that if this egg ever pops open, the universe will cease to exist. Everything within it, all of us, gone in an instant. You won't even get a chance to tell your loved ones goodbye. Should I open it? Alright, it's getting kind of late, guys. I'm going to head out of here for the night. Shout out to Daddy Kong. Wait a minute. Did I mess this up? I just realized I think I messed this up. Oh, Robert, I think I... Well, shout out to Daddy Kong anyway for sending over a super chat, but I think I messed this up. I think that was supposed to be Robert's name up there still. I don't know why I did that. I'm pretty sure Robert sent over the most. Right? I think so. I'm so sorry, Robert, if you're still in here. I didn't give you the credit you deserve. You're an excellent multitasker with 2 phones. Don't need to cut back an MCOC for MRock. Can do both. Oh, trust me, I've already thought about that, Coat. I'm just talking about, like, channel-wise and stuff and what I want to do. No, I... Believe me, I've already thought about that. I have no doubt in my mind that I can play both games. Well, maybe a little bit of doubt because we don't know what the new game entails, but I'm confident, we'll say that, that I can play both at the same time. Maybe not to the fullest potential, of course, but yeah. And Gilly Synergy is nuts with Warlock. Isn't that the one that's getting changed, I think, Pete? I don't know. Alright, anyway, it's late. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and talking life tonight. It's interesting talks about school and whatnot. And thank you to all the people that sent over a little something. Appreciate it. Oh, it already has been changed, Pete? Okay. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, normal time. Good night, everybody. And in about 10 minutes or so, I'll have that that long-ass video posted for anyone who's interested in that. All right, good night, guys.